Hello and welcome back for another video here on FPLcrisp. In today's video, we'll be looking at our watch list heading into Gameweek 30. The season is definitely coming to an end with barely 8 game weeks to go after this Gameweek 30, and it has been a roller coaster season, dare I say. Now let's head into our watch list series. And topping the list this time around is Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus was in our last week watch list series and he performed tremendously with 2 goals in a game against Leeds. He was definitely one to watch in that game, as he came out with a game leading tally of 1.75 expected goals in the game. During the minutes he played in the game, he played for 59 minutes, slightly 1 minute where he would have gotten an extra one. Overall, I have to say it's an improvement considering he's just coming back from injury. He hasn't scored a goal since October. Well, we know now that he's back and we hope more can come from his future game weeks. Next up, we see Leandro Trossard. Leandro Trossard has 7 assists and 1 goal this season for Arsenal. An expected assist of 0.73 in his game against Leeds can be said to be a very good one also. As we know, his expected assists in most of his games now have been very okay. The game before that, 0.46, and the game against Fulham, he had an expected assist of 0.49. So it's safe to say that he's one who pull in assists for us in games, and that's certainly one who gives points and 1-1 if you ask me. Also, we see Jack Grealish in our watch list today. Jack Grealish has been performing an okay amount for some time now, considering how he has been before now. He's definitely one to watch ahead of game weeks, as he looks like he'll be entering. He's certainly entering a streak of attacking returns, and that may be very useful heading into future game weeks. Considering his price of 6.8 mil, it's not a bad bargain. Looking at game week 32, he is going to be having a blank game week. It's very unlikely to be placing him in the team right now, because definitely every one of us will be having players in our team who will be needing to get out of the team ahead of that game week, and that's not a good time. Now is a very good time to start making those moves. But if you are looking for a very good differential before and after then, and you have players who will fill in that position, Jack Grealish is a very good player to have in your team. Cody Gakpo is another one to consider in the team. It's an obvious thing now that Liverpool are having a very bad spell in this season as a whole. But in the game against Man City, we did see Cody Gakpo have some spells where it felt like he was going to create something special. And that's what you really need from players if they are going to give attacking returns, 1 or 2 moments of brilliance where they can create something special. Also, we're having a game week in game week 32 where some players are going to be having a blank game week, which is a plus considering him for the team. We won't be forgetting Oli Watkins' goal for Aston Villa against Chelsea any time from now, seeing his catalyst for the sacking of Chelsea's coach Graham Potter. We'll be wishing him a successful future career ahead. Also, Oli Watkins has been in some kind of form of late that I certainly want to consider if you ask me ahead of future game weeks. And seeing that in game week 32 also, he will be having a couple of games he certainly wants to go for. In that game against Chelsea, he had 2 clear chances where he scored the second and has an expected goal of 0.66 in that game. And in his future game week, we see that he will be playing Nottingham Forest in the game week 30. That's a bad fixture if you ask me. I want to consider game week 32 we spoke about. He's going to be playing Brentford away. And the games from now to probably game week 33 are not really terrible fixtures. And after that, they also have good fixtures. But for me, I think it's a short-term asset. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Lastly, we see Fabian Schär in the team. Fabian Schär was part of the Newcastle team that beat Man United 2-0. And that clean sheet is certainly a lovely one if you ask me. And we know Newcastle has been very good defensively this season, and when they start their spells of defensive streaks, it goes on for a while. And let's hope that's something that can continue this time around. In the game with 32 also, he's going to be having a game, which is a strong reason to consider him in the team. This is all from us at FPL Crisp for today. Goodbye for now, and also don't forget to subscribe, like this channel for more content in the future.